Hi guys, this is me, Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA. This is Saturday, August the 5th, 2017 at 6:50 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to talk about comments, and guess what? We got a lot of... Anyway, it's still almost dark outside, believe it or not. Anyway, this is Deborah on Truck Camper. Usually the refrigerator door can be hinged on either side. Just ask the dealer to switch it. No big deal. Good point. I'll have to check on that. This is B. Bolin 711 Ram 2017 1500. That was about the towing capacities I did. Plenty to spare. Yeah, I can't believe it. The towing capacity on my Dodge, or scratch that, not Dodge, Ram 1500 pickup 2017 V6 321 axle ratio is 4,900 pounds. So you're right, and the towing weight of the travel trailer I'm buying is 2,380. By the time I load it up, it'll probably be about 2,800. So we're good to go there. That's what gives us 2,000 pounds to spare. Again, this is on the Ram 2017 capacities, or towing capacity. Jimmy, that 355 gear ratio will tow more, but worse gas mileage. Yeah, that's true. The lower the gear ratio, or well, actually, I should say that. Never mind. 355s do get worse gas mileage. The Ram towing capacity again. Wandering Travels. Please hit the subscribe button. Shorter the better. Well, I got a 6'4" bed. That's about as short as you can get, I think. G Shaw 68 Ram 2017. I used to have a Chevy Silverado, and it had the tow number on the door frame. I looked at mine. I didn't see it on the door frame. It's got door frame. It's got the stuff for the tires and stuff, but I didn't see it for the towing. All trucks might not have, just know mine did, a little tag you could see with the door open. Have a good day. Yeah, I checked and I didn't see it. This is Michael on the Ram capacity. Dang you, Rusty, I thought you had polished my diamond, but watching your videos has brought me back to square one. I was ready to buy a new 24-foot Class C to full time in. I didn't want to tow a car, and that is small enough to get around in. I don't know what he means. But now I'm looking at a truck or a truck camper or a truck and a travel trailer along with the Class C. Class B is out of the question, too pricey. Thanks, buddy. Boy, let me say this, you're right. I really looked hard at the Class C's. I really did, because that would have been, a one vehicle solution. And, I'm not going to spend $60,000. And to get a decent Class C, you got to spend at least $35-40 to get a decent one. So no, I'm not going to spend that much. Clint it says on the Ram, the diamond just got even more shiny. Happy for you, Rusty. Yeah, I did. That makes me feel a little better. This is Walter on Elio Motors. God, oh buddy, they got another IPO, man. These guys have got to be good. Glad you're enjoying the shirt. I have enjoyed dreaming about it. My dream is now to hit the road during the hot months in a trailer or an RV. Glad I only bought the t-shirt for $1,000. You wear it well. Thank you for the t-shirt, Walter. And I'm really going to follow them now, because this second IPO is a total scam, boy. I mean, they have done nothing. They can't borrow money. No venture capitalists are looking at them. Their stock is in the tank. Anyway, it's going to be a real show here from now on. Margot on the Ram, sounds good. This is Dan on the Ram. Room for a few extra cases of beer. Yeah, I thought about that. Might want to run. I can run out of water, but I don't want to run out of beer. Mike on the Tab. Rusty, congratulations on your new rig. Here's another nice unit. Little Guy Max. Check it out. Wow, he left a link to the Little Guy Max. Thank you, Mike. This is Michael D. Comment call. As to the dinette, I would assume one side would have your water tank and plumbing, while the other side would be your outside storage area. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if tearing them out is such a good idea, but I do use one side for storage without removing it, and I put a full-size computer chair right at the end of the table. Allows me to put my feet up on the, yeah. What you're saying, I understand what you're saying there, because when I had my 19-footer, what I would do is I had a office chair that swivel and lean way back, and I would just put my feet up on those dining room uh, sitting areas and lean back, and I could take a nap or read a book or whatever I wanted to do. And I appreciate your input there. I'll read the rest of it later. This is Sam, Ram 2017, 4x4 tow less because they weigh more. Now, I'm glad he told me that. Same as with a 1-ton truck, a dually tows less than a single rear wheel 1-ton because it weighs more. Motor, transmission, and brakes are rated, then weight of vehicle is subtracted. A 4-door pickup tows less than your truck. This is towing weight. Carrying weight is different as tires and suspension come into play. Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you for that input. This is Mr. Winger, 1951, Ram 2017. Max towing capacities are relative only to what the vehicle under ideal conditions will be capable of. I have a Dodge Ram 3500 with 342 gears, and I can comfortably tow 7,000 pounds all day long. It is very stable and has a torque in the range of 800 foot-pounds. It means that if you want to try and tow with a V6 and you want stability and decent fuel mileage and ability to tow up and down steep grades with no exhaust brake, then you need to seriously consider how many miles and what type of terrain you want to cover. It's humorous at best when people badmouth diesels and have never had the opportunity to tow with one. Again, it's all relative. Even a Prius can tow, well, something. Yeah, you're right, it can tow something. Thank you. This is Michael on Ram. Laugh out loud. I've been mentioning that to you since you got the Ram. Trucks are made to tow. Heck, a little Chevy S10 V6 can dang near tow 6,000 pounds. S10 regular cab 2-wheel drive 4-cylinder 3,100 pounds. 6-cylinder 5,900 pounds legally. I would always suggest 1,000 pounds or your payload underrated towing capacity. Let's get those tires turning. I plan to, Michael. First I got to get the unit, then I got to get it set up, and then I may do some camping around in Texas. I might go down and visit my sisters, I'm not sure. SRM on comment call. Glad to hear that you have followed through and placed an order for your coachman. I must say that thinking of how much fun you're going to have out camping really makes me want to rush making my RV purchase along just that much more. I was going to wait a few more years and then sell my home and business before buying a Class A diesel pusher. But dang if you haven't went and given me the new RV fever too. That's contagious. Ha ha, like you, I'm divorced and everything is paid off, and so why not? At 50 years old and tons of health conditions, tomorrow is never a guarantee. So why not live a little while you're still living? Cheers, and again, congrats on the RV purchase. Thank you, SRM. Appreciate. Good luck to you. This is Totoro, my neighbor. This is on the Tab 400 versus the Airstream. It's been interesting to watch this process and see what high and low options there are in this class of camper. Believe me, man, you can spend $40,000 if you want to on a 16-foot camper. Believe me. This is Wolfsburg Warehouse, Elio Motors. Elio can accomplish all their goals if they are serious. If they can't, it's because they don't really intend to produce anything but promises buried in fine print and t-shirts with small logos. Well, you know, I got to tell you, these guys have been at it 8 years, so I'm certainly not optimistic, let's say that. This is on the Ram capacities, SRM. Rusty, please ensure that you're referring to the max towing weight chart for your truck at the bumper and not for a fifth wheel setup, because they differ greatly. Cheers. Yeah, no, it's the max towing capacity for a travel trailer. It said it. Elio Motors, Sarah, love your synopsis, Rusty, and thorough coverage. What a real way of words with finance and life wisdom. And what a game Elio is playing. Well, in my opinion, I think they're playing a serious game, and they're not actually stealing the money, but big fish eat little fish, and if you come up with a really smart scam, look at Bernie Madoff. He screwed the rich people, okay, and they're pretty sharp, most of them. So can poor people be screwed? A little easier. Bill, and I'm not saying it's just poor people that are interested in the Elio. Don't get me wrong there. I'm just saying that it's people that are dreaming the hardest, that have the least, that seem to get screwed the most. This is the Tab 400 versus the other one. Bill, it says Rusty 78609. When the time comes to get my travel trailer or Class B, I won't have the money either, but I will have the credit. That's all. I'm not spending any money. I mean, I put $1,000 down on this thing, and I could have got that back because the bank would have financed it 100%. My payment will stay. Actually, it's the same. Nothing changed other than I get a new RV. My son gets this. I won't have any money, but I will have good credit. God bless financing, and then it's yours truly who has to live long enough to pay it off. I'm 60. You don't have to live long enough to pay it off. If you die before you got it paid off, let them eat it. Or no, what you can do, you let your family sell it and pay it off. But in the meantime, it'll get regular use out there on the highways, byways, by boondocking, dispersed camping, overnights at Walmart, etc. The occasional RV park. RV parks by the night are expensive unless I find a nice RV park to stay at for a month. Usually cheaper rates monthly. Yeah, that's very, very true. Whatever. I won't let not having enough cash, 40 to 110K or more, in my spare change pocket stop me. Well, 40K to 110K gets you anything you want. This is shift into high on the Tab 400 versus the Airstream. This is great. Yes, I have compared the two. Funny, you could have 3 Coachmen for 1 Airstream. That's true, actually, and change. Problem is traveled recently, 5 to 650 mile days. Checked into the Hilton Harden Suites, very nice. Not sure I can make that mileage with a travel trailer. No, you'd have a hard time making 500 miles. Well, you could, but you'd be wore out. By the way, mileage in the Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab between 15.5 and 27.5 at 70 miles per hour. Kudos to you, good sir, and good luck with on the Coachman. Should shift into high. Should have said on Ram 1500 Crew Cab between 25 and 27. I mistyped. Yeah, mine. I mean, my pickup gets 26 right now. I mean, that's in town, and my overall mileage 26. Traveling with Rick on the hoverboard. How is that hoverboard? It doesn't hover, but really neat. I don't know why it's called a hoverboard. That's the first time I'd ever seen one. I'm certainly not an authority on that one. This is Grandma Patty on comment call. J-Flight 154BH is very similar to the Coachman you ordered, in case anyone is looking for a similar RV. Okay, remember the J-Flight 154BH, guys. This is shift into high on Elio. Following the John Z. DeLorean management plan, the Enron of transportation companies. I hope it works. $2 gas is working against them. It is. Electric trick cars losing favor. Elio sold the manufacturing equipment in the GM plant. It's a scam or scheme. That's what he says. Here's one again. This is on comment call. Shift into high. LMBO. Very funny. Stand guard at the door of your minds. You sir, are on a roll. Looking forward to the New Mexico camping vids in the Coachman, good sir. Well, thank you very much. This is Grandma Patty on the Tab 400 versus the Airstream. I've been gaga over that Tab 400 for some time. It is a very interesting. It is a very interesting unit. I'm very impressed with it, but it is also out of my reach. I'm not going to spend 31,000 on it. Anyway, I've watched that video many times in the last month. That lady did the best job I've ever seen showing and explaining all the features. Yeah, she is very knowledgeable. I met her and talked with her for about 30 minutes there at Princess Craft RV, and yeah, she's just really a laid back, cool lady. I'm not sure if she's one of the owners or not. Said she did the best job showing and explaining all the features. It's a beauty. It's almost half the cost of a small modular home for my property, though. It would be hard to justify that expense for part-time camping. If I wasn't raising grandsons and I could go anywhere anytime, I would go for it. I would probably never want to leave it because it is so perfect. The windows are amazing. Yeah, the windows are awesome. But you know, she makes a point. She said, if I wasn't raising my grandsons, you know, there's a lot of that happening across the United States. There's a lot of grandparents raising grandkids. You know, that's a sad state. Anyway, Ram 2017 capacities, Danny B 1954. Could you tow the trailer? Could you tow the trailer that you already have? No. Nope. Even though the weight of this trailer is 4,500 pounds loaded, it'd be over 5,000. No, and no, no, I wouldn't want to do that. TT Ram 2017. Too bad you got rid of the tires that came with your truck. They would be good to have pulling the trailer. No, the tires I have now are heavy duty tires. They're just not off-road tires, and they're 17-inch. So yeah. Anyway, thank you. This is Mark H. Ram 2017. The White House won't have any problems pulling the Coachman. Fuel mileage won't drop that much either. Well, I'm hoping if I got 15 towing, I'd be tickled to death. Comment, call, Chris. Great as always, but that orange shirt is hard on the eyes. Don't wear it again, please. LOL, kidding. I hear you, Chris. I kid a lot too, and I have to be careful because, you know, people don't realize when I'm kidding, and you know, somebody will leave a comment that's a constructive comment, and I'll kind of bite at it, and you know, and I don't. Of course, that's just the way I am. So go with it. So this is a Ram 2017 MLAF 3. I have a Ram 4x2 quad cab with a 3.6 V6. It tows just fine. I love the truck, and in fact, that truck is pretty surprising most of the time when I tow. Ram, he's in all caps. This is the Ram 2715 capacities. Ernesto, Rusty again, man. I like that, huh? This is Dale on the Elio. Will it fit in the trunk of my 1966 Pontiac Grand Prix? Almost. It's not much to it. Not much to it at all. This is about the slab. Scott, cool, the slab talk, Rusty. Yeah, I got a lot of abuse on that. Central Coast Camper, Coachman, 2018. You make us dizzy out here. You make us out here dizzy, Rusty. Camper shell, no, then yes. Scamp, yes, then no. Road Trek, yes, then no. Not long ago you said absolutely no to trailers of any kind. Now you're going to buy one, but will rarely tow it. The polished diamond at this point would be to keep the 26-foot Jayco you have, since you said you would only be moving a trailer a few times a season. That's true. Then trade in your Ram 1500 V6 on a Ram 1500 with a small V8 and pull the trailer you own and are already set up in. Just my humble opinion. By the way, my setup is a standard cab Chevy Silverado 5.3 V8 short bed pickup with a Lear top towing an Aljo 17-foot travel trailer. Great weekender, but too small to live in full time. Well, you know, good points all, but you know, I've lived in a very small trailer, and I really want something smaller because I can handle it better. I can back it in here much easier. I get better gas mileage when I do tow, and I just want a smaller RV for me to live in, and that's the way I am. I want to get rid of all this junk. I'm going to get rid of everything, guys. I mean, I won't have this anymore. This will all be gone. All these pictures and everything will be gone in the new RV. And that's just the way that is. Again, I appreciate all this stuff up here. I do. I mean, I really am thankful that y'all sent it to me, and I may use it again at some point. But when I move into the new travel trailer, there's not going to be anything on the wall at all. Nothing. And I can't think of anything I'd put there. This is Central Coast Camper. He's got a long comment, but I'll read some of it. This is on the Coachman 2018. Oh, that I just read that. I'm sorry. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your input. This is Rather Be Fishing. This is about taking Romeo. So cute. You know, Romeo was a miniature poodle I had, or a toy poodle. That's what it was, toy. And yeah, I tried it, but where I made the mistake there was I got a puppy. You know, only about, I don't know, I think it was around 8 weeks old, 10 weeks old, and it was a great little dog. But I just, you know, it was pooping in the house, and you know, it was a little just too much for me, so I took it back. Fortunately, I made the agreement up front because I paid like $500 for that dog. And anyway, she gave me all my money back because we had that agreement up front. If it didn't work out, she said just bring it back, and I did. So anyway, little Romeo, yeah, now he'd be full grown, or grown. This is Matt, the real news. Oh, goes back way when. Says, I'm 34 and remember Carson, Johnny Carson. Loved his show. You can also watch it on antenna every night. Yeah, that was a good time. Anyway, he mentions Carson again. Yeah, it says Carson was better than the talking heads of the news crap we have today. In my opinion, I totally agree. This is on Elio Motors. We'll do a couple more and we'll shut it down. This is the T-shirt they sent me was different, maybe because I only have $100 reservation. Yeah, you got to put up $1,000 to get that one I had apparently. And this is on the real news again. Laugh out loud, the blind man. Anyway, I did one on trans what. Never mind, I won't get it. That's where I'll start tomorrow if I can remember. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, Saturday morning. Y'all have a good weekend, good Saturday. Hope you got something good planned. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. In fact, it's good for you. It will help you avoid gout. It will help you avoid kidney stones. It will help you lose weight, and it'll help you balance your sugar levels if you're diabetic or borderline. Also, take deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth several times a day, because that lowers your stress, which lowers your blood pressure, which makes your little heart last longer and you'll live longer, and that's what it's all about. You're not going to go camping anywhere or towing anything if you don't have your health. Eat less, that's one. Don't eat out so much. Don't keep junk food in your house, because if you keep junk food in the house and you want to snack, you're going to snack on the junk food. My opinion is, you have some good stuff to snack on. I've got some almonds. They're not probably the healthiest thing in the world, but they're better. They're actually pretty good for you in a lot of ways. So anyway, having said that, guys, enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Adios. Bye-bye.